Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Chef Victoria Love, and today we're going to make oatmeal raisin chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies, so why not put it in our oatmeal raisin and make it taste even better? We're going to use old-fashioned oats. Please make sure it's old-fashioned, not quick oats. And cinnamon, salt, baking powder, raisins, light brown sugar, vanilla, and I'm using canola oil, not butter. I tend to find it makes the cookies moister. Sugar and all-purpose flour, and of course some eggs. So let me get everything mise en place and I'll show you how to make it. Hello friends, I appreciate you being here. Please watch the video to the end so you can see the whole recipe and help me out. Would you please click like and subscribe so I can keep bringing you more recipes. I have 5 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that we're going to add 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Next we'll add 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. It smells great, and we want to stir this together because you want the ingredients evenly distributed in our cookie batter. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of canola oil to my stand mixer with the paddle attachment. To that I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups of sugar and 1 1/2 cups of tightly packed light brown sugar. Next, we're going to add in our 4 eggs, and we can add these all at the same time. I prefer to use a measuring cup because that little lip helps get all of the egg into the mixing bowl. And you can see the batter is nice and smooth and the eggs have been incorporated, so we're going to add in our 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Now I just want to go over some. This is a brand new box of raisins, and it's 12 ounces. Now, if your raisins are really nice and plump, you can skip this step. However, I do recommend always doing it, and that is to rehydrate our raisins. I'm going to put this into a liquid measuring cup and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes and strain and blot it dry. Now that everything has been incorporated, we're going to add in our dry ingredients. This is our flour, salt, baking powder, and cinnamon. Get that all in, and again, mix it on low speed. And actually, we're going to pulse it, which means turn on, off, because I don't want it to go everywhere. Before the flour is completely incorporated, we're going to add in our chocolate chips. We don't want to overmix the gluten and the flour because that tends to make your cookies tough. So we want to add the other ingredients in smaller increments. So we're just going to do the chips first. Next, I'm going to add in my rehydrated raisins, and I just want to blot them dry a little bit. This has been sitting here draining for about 5 minutes, so they're pretty dry, but just blot off any excess liquid. And again, we're going to mix those until they are just added. And I like to add in the oats last so they don't break up when you're mixing them. Before you add in the oats, make sure you scrape down the sides of the bowl, make sure everything's incorporated, and the paddle attachment, and then we can add in our 6 cups of old-fashioned oats. And again, we're gonna pulse it and then mix it till it's completely combined. So on, off, just to prevent everything from going all over the counter. I already spilled some, so we can put those back in. Our batter looks particularly moist, especially since I rehydrated the raisins. So if your batter for any reason doesn't look as moist, this is now where you can add 2 tablespoons of milk. If your batter looks pretty dry, add 2 tablespoons of milk or 1 tablespoon depending on how moist it is. It's been really humid here. It's actually raining today, so there's a lot of humidity in the air. I don't need the milk today. However, on a dry winter day, I might add the milk. So just keep that in mind. And look how nice that batter is. Now we don't want to overmix it because I don't want to break up all of the oats. I like to transfer the cookie dough into a smaller bowl because this is so deep it's hard to scoop, but this is shallow and it's easier to scoop. And then I'm going to put them on a baking tray with a silicone mat. If you don't have a silicone mat, parchment paper is fine. And then these don't spread, so you need to push them down with the palm of your hand or the bottom of a glass, whichever you prefer, because they really don't spread. So push them down, and you're going to want to space them like this, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and put them in a 325-degree oven, 6 minutes, rotate, and then another 6 minutes. Here they are right out of the oven. That was 12 minutes, and they should be a little bit golden on the bottom. There we go, nice little golden brown. Let it cool longer, and then they won't stick to the silpat so much. And I've got to finish scooping the rest of this and bake it all up. Absolutely adorable. Let me take a bite. Look at that. The chocolate is still nice and soft, and it's really, really moist. Look at that. This is phenomenal. Thank you so much for watching. I have over 475 videos on my YouTube channel. Please check out all the recipes and come back for more. I keep making about 2 a week. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen. Leave me a comment and let me know how you like the recipe. For more recipe demonstrations, please click like and subscribe to Chef Victoria Loves YouTube channel and have fun in the kitchen. Thank you.